Welcome. This is Rox Revenhart of the Rox Revenhart channel, and I'm back to start a new series of videos. A little different from the Q&A that I just done for the holiday. I want to take things in a new direction, a little more serious going forward for a minute. I got personal with the last set of videos, so I'm going to do a little bit more of what I'm about as far as a lot of what's going on for me lately, including one of my biggest passions. So, what you will see forward going on this video is the topic of, toxic relationships, violent, toxic, in particular men, and my passion for it. So, I've spent my entire life taking care of the bullies. I joke around and call myself the anti-bully bully because I have a certain skill set from my past, being a wrestler, to just a high threshold for pain, and really just all my life I've always kind of thrown myself on the grenade for other people. For example, my first best friend was a blind kid who would be picked on by other schoolmates as early as the 6th grade. And although he was blind, people be picking on him. He wouldn't even know it half the time. The other half the time, they'd be, pretty obvious about it. So, I mean, unavoidable. And I'm sitting here seeing this shit from the sideline, seeing my friend, well, at the time wasn't my friend yet, but that's how we became friends, is seeing this kid, blind, I mean, visually impaired, technically, so he could still see some things. It just had to be, like, really close. So he wouldn't really know he's being made fun of. He wouldn't really know most of the time that they're picking on him, but the times that he would, it was one of those situations where I witnessed him being bullied before me, and I'm thinking to myself, this kid can barely defend himself. I mean, zero advantage in, like, what, a physical fight? So I figured I can definitely take more damage than that kid ever could. So, of course, me being me, barge right in, kick the crap out of the bullies, beat the shit out of the others, throw myself in the fire, take on the heat, get picked on, if, because I can draw that fire on myself and I can handle it. For me, it's nothing. For him, it's everything. And this kind of trait carried on throughout my life, dealing with my mother, dealing with my sibling, my sister, dealing with other women in my life, seeing toxic men. The type of men that would bully, beat, hurt, oftentimes, just really violent stuff in relationships. Not just your basic, like, toxicity, but the stuff that becomes life-threatening and dangerous. Well, for me, I look around, who the hell else is helping these women? No one. Other men I have seen just kind of turn a blind eye to helping these women. I get it all the time on the internet. I get a lot of you have come to me. Some of my viewers have come to me seeking advice because I put that out there, or I'd see them make a post on social media and I'd comment, hey, I got some strategies that are unconventional, but I can help you break free from that toxic relationship. I've done this for so many women that I have like a small army kind of around the country because I've been everywhere and I've helped people out everywhere, and I've used social media to help people out. So I have, like, women all over the place that I've just now kind of decided it'd be a really good idea to start networking with those women. I talk to them individually as friends and whatnot for the help I've done. So I thought it would be a good idea to maybe start networking with them and bringing them together to where they recognize each other and can share their stories with each other, as well as help out new bloods, new people, new victims who come into the picture. And if they're local to them, then maybe they can draw them in. safe house, that kind of thing. My other channel, Van Life Rocks, is all about that. Building these little vans out, camper, stealth camping vans or whatever, to help give them away to women, children, whoever that are being abused, being victims of a very nasty situation, and providing them an escape. Now, in my experience, I have done a lot of things, unconventional strategies that are not popular with authorities and the law, taking kind of almost a vigilante approach. Oftentimes, it's just my mere presence. These cowards are cowardly men. They're picking on women. They're picking on pregnant women. They're picking on what they view as weaker than them, when the truth is they are pure cowards, pure weak bastards that have no balls whatsoever. So if that's my opponent, even if they're bigger than me, even if they're tenfold my size, I know their heart is weak. Their mind must be weaker. So they have zero resolve and they got zero ability to stand up against rocks. And oftentimes all I have to do is just stand in a doorway and provide an escape. And the women can just grab their kids, grab their clothes, whatever, and just walk out the front door, and this guy ain't getting past me. I'm not that big of a guy. I'm not tiny. I can definitely hold my own, but I'm not like the biggest guy, you know? But big at heart. Furious little lion, you know? So it doesn't take much. I know I'm bigger than most of the women I've had to help. So I figure, again, like the blind kid, I can take the beating much better than they can. I know I can at least throw it back, most likely better than they can. I know that I can take the beating, definitely. And oftentimes these guys ain't going to give a beating. Plus, I know how to give it back. So if it comes down to it, which it's only come down a few times in my lifetime where I've actually had to get physical with a guy. But for the most part, most of them are cowards. Most of them have no balls. Most of them do not know how to stand up to another guy. Most of them will play nice and coy to your face because they know they're in deep shit if they get busted for being evil, you know? That's a pretty standard issue. But they're cowards at heart. For whatever reason, maybe they were abused. Maybe they feel the need to be abusive as a countermeasure to something. I don't care about the logistics. I don't care about the psychology behind these men. To me, I've declared them as my life's enemies. And I'm only one guy. I can't wear the hero's cape for every woman in the world. But maybe networking with some of them can provide exit strategies for them. And that's kind of the direction I'm taking some of these next set of videos, is maybe just creating some dialogue and some discussion about toxic relationships, violent toxic men. It's something I'm very passionate about. It's something that is like a calling to me in life. It's taken all my skill sets from fixing things, repairing things, building cars, building RVs, camper vans, that kind of thing. From being a wrestler to being a filmmaker, everything I've ever done has culminated into this one passion. I coach people on the internet all the time, on social media. I physically help those who I can. Currently, I'm dealing with a few situations, and I'm also kind of tied up with that. So it's not like I can go play hero to everybody. It's not like I can be a keyboard warrior for everyone, but I do have a few strategies out there that I do use to help try to free some of these women. It is a measure of who's telling the truth, who's a dramatic person. I don't really care about that detail. 9 times out of 10, I will take the female side, even if she's some crazy bitch. Because somewhere deep down in there, I shouldn't have to kick some guy's ass. I can stand in the way and see where his passion lies. If he's defensive enough to like maybe defend his honor, defend his position, well, maybe I might learn a little something that maybe he wasn't the total bad guy. I don't know. None of that matters to me. What matters to me is it's just about getting someone to safety, giving them a chance to break away, and then they can sort their things out through text, through phone, through internet, whatever. They can sort things out through mediation, something like that. But in the heat of a moment, some people just need that extra little window for escape. And that's really what I'm there for. It's not to break up relationships, it's to give these people a chance. Many of them go back to their abusers because that's just how that works, apparently. Abusers are good at being abusive. Abusers have control or something they desire to give to lure them back. Maybe it's stability. Maybe it's a financial situation. It happens. And that's the downfall to it. That's why I want to build these things out and give them, these victims or these women, a chance to escape so they can make the judgment call themselves. They have somewhere to go. They have somewhere to gain that freedom of choice. So that's part of what I'm doing. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll go into a little bit further detail on that. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Rock Shelvin' Heart. Like and subscribe or whatever. This channel is my personal vlog. This channel is unconventional, just like everything else I do. It's not meant for views. It's not meant to take me to the top and get me rich or any of that stuff. It's meant to leave my legacy. It's meant to cement me forever as whatever this is. So thanks for watching.